Everybody smile while she's doing that.
And I think we just started it. Okay, guys, so we're going to get this call started. It is January 7th. This is a combined team call between Team Catalyst, Melissa Sacco's team, and my team, Team Intentionally Inspired. For Team Catalyst they do not know me. I am not one of Melissa's PS coaches, but I am one of Melissa's coaches. She's adopted me basically, and we became success partners. So we decided to go ahead and kind of do this team call together. So Melissa's going to talk a really short time about her income progression and about coach placement. And then I'm going to go into the 3 daily vitals and exactly how to invite and kind of explain the way I invite and the types of invitations that I do. So if you are not muted, please make sure that you're muted. And Melissa's going to unmute herself right now and she's going to get started.
Hello, ladies. It's super awesome to do Zoom calls. I love seeing everybody, so hopefully we don't have any glitches here. Before I dive into income progression, I want to make sure that I make a note of Super Saturday coming up really quickly just for scheduling and what to wear and what to pack and all of that, because I know we have a lot of new coaches that are coming in. So I will be arriving at 7:30. I have a catering background, and cookies do not take long to place out, but they are saying that we need to arrive early. So I think it would be fine if you guys just showed up like 5 minutes to 8 or even 10 to 8. Quite honestly, I don't think there's going to be a lot of things that we need to assist with. It's just kind of, if they need a hand at the registration table, there's about 230 people coming to this event. So we're super excited about it. From 8 to 8:30 is just the doors will open and people will leisurely come in and have their coffee and their cookies. And that's kind of where you guys can hang out and bounce ideas off of each other. It's an awesome time for photo opportunities. Find somebody that might want to run like a clean eating group or something with you next month. Get some photos together. And so you have something to promote your business for February. That's just my tip on it. From 8:30 to 9, I'm actually going to be leading an informal discussion where we're going to take some time with all the VIP coaches, and I will share kind of my transformation for my first year of coaching and how it can accelerate depending on what you put into the business and kind of where I got to, and also to give people the opportunity to introduce themselves and share why they started coaching. So it's going to be just a very informal, getting to know you type of thing where this is a good place to kind of mingle with people that you might bounce ideas off of outside of our team, because that's not necessarily a bad idea to find somebody that you can relate to. So maybe follow their page or feed off of their energy. So you can wear your workout clothes. You don't have to be fancy. Amanda's going to be speaking. I'll try to record that for YouTube. So don't be nervous. It's going to be an interview for you. So you're not going to be up there alone. It's going to be how it was last time where Sarah interviewed the people speaking. So you'll be up there with Sarah and it'll be guided. And the workout is from 11:30 to noon. It's optional. So if you have to take off, take off. We're going to have lunch afterwards right at the hotel. So stick around for lunch. I have a table reserved for 10. If we need to add more, we'll add more. So that's Super Saturday. But income progression, guys, I'm not going to go super far into this because I know what Tiffany has to say is really, really valuable. Tiffany and I are like amazing success partners. We are constantly in contact with each other during the week, not in any type of like formal, we have to touch base. But whenever we feel like we need a boost, we use each other to feed off of each other. So if you do not have a success partner, especially new coaches, get a success partner and start to work together in an informal way like that so that you're always feeling that energy. If you're feeling a dip, support one another. I can't tell you how much that has really helped me since October, especially with her level of knowledge with personal development. I'm always going to her like, oh my God, I need something. Like I'm in a funk. And she'll send me exactly what I need. So find somebody that you can work with that is at your level. Like if you've been coaching for 6 months, try to find somebody that's kind of been around that time frame. I feel like that helps because a brand new coach might be asking more of you than giving to you. So it's nice to team up with somebody that kind of has your knowledge base. And my income progression, I'm just going to give you the numbers. I shared this with, we do have a diamond page for Team Catalyst. So when you hit that diamond level, you'll be added to there. And I shared this in that group today. But I just want to show you guys or explain to you where the income comes from. It's not something that I'm driven by, but it's definitely something I'm aware of. And I'm responsible for sharing with you guys what and how that works. So from my personal account only, I run 4 businesses right now. From my personal account, I had my very first paycheck with Beachbody was $164. And my very last paycheck of the same year from just that account was $1,331.84. $1,200, I think, of that was from Team Cycle Bonus. That means everything that I'm earning right now is based on the team. And I used to think that that was like an easy way to play it. And, sitting at the top of this organization means everybody's working for you. But I think it's kind of clear for you guys that it's just a different kind of work that it transitions to. It's leading coaches and leading challengers and developing people. So I cannot stress enough that you have to talk about the opportunities of coaching, like all the time. Not come join my team, but if you're out in the middle of the day and you're not at work, you don't have to say like, "Ooh, I'm not at work today" all the time, but you should make a mention of how coaching has fit into your life so people know that there's no cookie cutter mold. Like Tiffany's life is so different than mine. She works a full-time job. She works on Saturdays. She has a sewing business and she's working Beachbody. So it does not have to be a stay-at-home mom thing. If you don't have kids, that doesn't matter. Like there's no right or wrong with this. It's just about making sure that you build your organization. So when you're placing coaches in your downline, you have to think about, does this person have the potential to coach? And can this person contribute to my volume? Because that is where your income is going to come from long term. It's not going to come from challenge pack sales. So it didn't start transitioning and flipping till about 4 months into the business for me, just to give you a time frame for my business. But it definitely has accelerated, and now it seems to be, pacing consistently. So as you are placing coaches, always, I can't give you a general guideline because it's a very specific, it's like a chess match. You have to think about, is this person going to be a builder? Does this person have the potential to be a hobby coach? Is this person absolutely not going to coach? And you have to place them in your organization to maximize the volume benefits. So as you're placing your coaches, always reach out to your direct diamond upline. And if they don't know the right answer, then put it in Team Catalyst and I'll help you, because that is like the critical component for building your business is placing your coaches. So make sure that you're posting about coaching opportunities. And also, if you don't have a graduate group of your own, I know I've opened Changing More to everybody. I highly recommend you work your own graduate group because it has to be a continued source of interaction after the 21 days for you to develop coaches. You have to watch people and interact with them for longer than just their own transformation. So get a graduate group up and running or participate in Changing More. If you're not comfortable opening one, you have to lead that group too. So it's about leading and setting examples. But I think that's, if you guys have questions, fire away. But I'm going to turn it over to Tiffany so that she can do her presentation. Christy, can you just mute for me? And I'm going to mute too. And yeah. Tiffany, I'll
All right, guys. I just want to touch base on something that Melissa said too. You will also be surprised with your coaches when you have discount coaches. There's one specific coach of mine that I am looking at right now. She told me she was never going to coach, and she is my biggest coach right now. And I got so lucky that I put her on my weak leg because she is a huge reason why I now am getting more in cycle bonuses than I am in commissions. So sometimes you get surprised. So like Melissa said, it's really a chess match because I've had this conversation with her 10 times. Oh my God, I don't know where to put this person. What are they going to do? Are they going to be a business builder? Are they not going to be a business builder? I think they're just going to be a discount coach, and then that discount coach turns into your biggest coach. So that's really, really cool to have. So what I'm going to be talking about tonight, we're going to kind of transition here, is the 3 daily vital behaviors. We have a lot of new coaches on, which is why I was really trying hard to make sure that I could record this call, and I'm hopeful that it's going through well. We'll find out at the end of it. But Beachbody gives us this formula to be successful. And whenever my coaches tell me that they're struggling in a certain area, I usually tell them, are you doing your 3 daily vitals? And they usually tell me, oh, I think I am. I said, okay, well, are you inviting every day? And they say, yes, I'm inviting every day, or no, they don't. Typically, it's yes. The next thing I always ask them is, are you doing your personal development? And 9 times out of 10, they're telling me no. So when you guys are struggling, when you feel like you're hearing crickets, you need to go look at these 3 daily vital behaviors that Beachbody gives us. Invite, invite, invite. You got to be a product of the product, you guys. You have to be using our products every day. You have to be sharing about them every day, because what we do in Beachbody, we don't sell things, we share things. We are sharing our story, we're sharing our success. And it's like everybody always says, all the top coaches say, when you go to a restaurant and you find something that you really like, you're going to go and you're going to tell the world about this, right? Because you love this restaurant and you want everybody else to love this restaurant as much as you do. Beachbody is the same way. So you're sharing your product, or you're sharing your product of the product, you're inviting, and then you're doing your personal development. When we fly on airplanes, they don't tell us to put the mask on ourselves before anybody else for no reason. They do it because they know that we can't help anybody else if we're not taking care of ourselves. So in order to properly help people, to help people as much as we would love to help people, we need to make sure we take care of ourselves first. That's where personal development is going to come in. When you guys are struggling with something, if you have any questions, let me know. If you say, listen, I'm struggling right now, I'm struggling with confidence. This is what I'm struggling with right now. So I started reading You're a Badass. And everything that I'm reading in it, or everything that I'm hearing in this, it's telling me, reminding me that I am a badass. And I needed to hear that I was a badass. I needed somebody to tell me, even this woman that I've never met before and has no idea who I am. So if you guys need help with your personal development, feel free to touch base with me. I have a big library of stuff that I love to read. And I love podcasts too, so I can always help you with something with that. The main thing that I really wanted to touch base on with this group, though, because we have so many new coaches, is I wanted to talk about the process of inviting. Everybody always says all the time, I don't know what to do to invite. I don't know how to invite. How do you invite? What do you do to invite? So there's a few different ways that you need to invite. I basically have 3 different ways that I invite. I have my warm market invite, the people that I know, the people that I talk to on a regular basis. I have my cold market invite, the people that like my ads, the people that like my page. And then I have the coach opportunity invite that gets done to my warm and my cold market. The one thing that I have learned in this, you guys, is that you can't assume anything. You cannot assume that people don't want our help, that people aren't looking for help. You can't assume that they're going to say no, because you're doing a disservice not only to yourself, but you're doing a disservice to these people too. Who are you to make that decision for them? You're making that decision out of your own fear. So you need to wipe that fear clean, all right? And you need to just offer up what you've got. I sent a message to a person that liked my page 2 months ago, and I sent her a message 2 months ago, and she didn't say anything. Neither her nor I have said anything to each other on Facebook since, but I was going through my list today, and I said, all right, Patricia's on the list. I'm gonna message her. So I sent her a message today asking her if she wanted to see what one of my challenge groups is like, and explained what it was. And she said sure. And it's the first thing that either of us have. It's the first time, that she's ever said anything back to me. So now we're in the middle of a conversation. She's checking out my like group. This is the thing, you guys. I never in a million years thought that she would say yes. I assumed that she just wouldn't answer me like 90% of the other people that I message. Turns out she was interested, and she says she likes to work out for 20 to 30 minutes a day from home and likes to make healthy meals for her family. I said, what kind of workouts do you like to do? She goes, strength and cardio. I said, 21-day fix. It was just like a perfect fit. So don't make these decisions for people, guys. Invite everybody. How does it feel if you find out somebody's having a party and you don't get invited? Beachbody's a party. Don't you want to be invited to the party? How would you feel if your coach didn't invite you to the party and you found out that you missed out on all this? So think of Beachbody like a party and make sure you're inviting everybody. The same thing with the coaching opportunity. This is the hardest thing for most people to do because you're so, as coaches, when we first start, we're so scared. We're scared that people are going to say no to us. So what if they say no? It's not doing you any harm, is it? No, it's not. You're still, first of all, every coach that you invite to the coaching opportunity, you're practicing your invitation process, right? Every coach that says no just gives you one coach closer to saying yes. And every coach that says no gives you the opportunity to tweak the way you invite it, to give you a learning opportunity. And you're going to find that some people are going to say yes. If they say yes, don't get too excited. That's my thing. I get too excited. I'm like, oh, really? You're interested? That's fantastic. Just bring it down a little notch or two. Don't seem too desperate. This is what I'm struggling with right now because I get so excited when people want to do what I'm doing. When they maybe, you do that? when they seem to be just as excited as me, it's the greatest thing ever. But you have to kind of have that nonchalant attitude about it. You can't get too excited because you don't want to overwhelm them too much. So you say, oh, that's great. And then you start to take the next steps towards getting them all set up. Hang on. Oh, yep. One of the things that we can offer too are these great sneak peeks. So I've added, I think, 5 people to Team Catalyst over the last week to offer sneak peeks. And usually when I do the coaching opportunity, I give those people the opportunity. It's just like when I offer the challenge group opportunity. I say, would you like to take a look into Catalyst? It's my uplines team. It's very, very active. You're going to find a lot of information and a lot of support there. And I actually had one girl tell me last week earlier this week, she said she absolutely loves the atmosphere in Catalyst. And like the GoPro that I am, for those of you who haven't read GoPro, go read it. I did not ask, what did you think? I said to her, what did you like about it? Because that's focusing her mind on the positive. And her response to me was, I loved how positive everyone was, and I loved how supportive everyone was, and I loved how active the group was. And it was fantastic. So we're going to be touching base later in the week, and hopefully she'll be signing as a coach. So maybe you'll see a new coach soon. But one thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit more is I wanted to go into exactly how I invite. I know my team says to me all the time, Tiffany, how do you invite? So I have a couple of my messages pulled up so that I can read them off to you because I know you guys can't see them. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about how I invited the girl, Patricia, that I was talking to you about earlier, who was a like page, who didn't respond to me. Oh, actually, it looks like she responded once, and I wrote back to her, and she never said anything back. So when I get a new like on my like page, first of all, I friend request every single one. If I can't friend request them, I'm sending them a message anyways. As soon as I friend request them, I give them 2 days. I write down everybody's name and I give everybody 2 days to accept my friendship. If they don't accept my friendship, I unfriend them and I send them the message anyways. It often goes into their others folder, but a lot of people check their others folder. And Facebook is starting to do this thing now where they're starting to send you alerts when you get a message into your into your others folder. So don't just assume because you can't friend request these people and things are going to go into their others folder that they're never going to get these things, because I've actually had a few people that have responded back. So let's see, what I said to my new friend, Patricia, is, hey girl, thanks for accepting my friend request and liking my page, Healthy from Home. What drew you to like the page? I love hearing feedback from new likes. Are you looking to get healthier? Is there something I can help you with to reach your goal? And then here's what I do. Here's my little secret that I found, and I have gotten so many more responses from this than before I did it. I add a PS, and I make it something personal. Or relatively personal. When I messaged her, it was right after Thanksgiving, so it was, P.S. Hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving. If it's somebody who has a beautiful picture on their page, it's P.S. Oh my God, your profile picture is gorgeous. How old is your baby? Or where was the picture taken? Or something. But I always add a P.S. Something about the P.S. makes people respond more. I don't know what it is. She wrote back to me, healthy is the reason that I liked your page. I love to read and get new tips on living a healthier lifestyle. I wrote back to her. She didn't say anything back. So that's the way I start my like pages. I say, thank you for or accepting my friend request. Thank you for liking my page. What drew you to like my page? And I try to make it in a way where I can get their feedback so that I can, if they do actually give me feedback on specifically what they liked, I can do more of that, because you want to do more of things that people like, right? So when I messaged her today, I started it with a message that didn't have anything to do with a 21-day fix, because when a message pops up on your phone, you only get to see, at least on my phone, I only get to see about 3 lines. So sometimes I try to get sneaky and I make something personal in the first 3 lines, and then I hit enter a couple times so that it doesn't show up on their front page, so they actually have to open it to take a look at it, the rest of it. So I said, hey lady, Happy New Year. Did you guys have a nice holiday season? Enter, enter. I'm putting together my next 21-day fix accountability group, and I wanted to extend you an invitation. It's 21 days of 30-minute workouts a day, a fabulous nutrition plan, and lots of love and support from me and the other girls in the group. Would you be interested in seeing a group that's going on now to see if it's something you may like to do? That is what I send for my warm market leads, the people that I already know. Remember, there's 2 types of market. There's a warm market and a cold market. The warm market is people we already know. I'm considering anybody on my friends list a warm market. The cold market is the new likes, the people that I'm messaging, the people that I've never really talked to before, that I don't really have a relationship with. Not that I have a relationship with this woman, but I've already attempted a conversation with her, so I'm considering her under my warm market. And of course, then she said sure, so I popped her into my group. Remember, guys, you have to give these people the opportunity, because you never know. You just never know. Let me look at my notes. So that's the type of message that I send to people that, sorry, I'm trying to pull up my other message. People that I know, but maybe I'm not actually friends with, like close friends with, like I am with, people that I talk to on an everyday basis or a regular basis. So this is a message that I send to the people that I know on a regular, or that I speak with more regularly and I actually have a relationship with. This is to my friend Brittany. She's another, she's in the sewing business as well, so she's a WAM, a work-at-home mom. I said, hey girl, I'm getting my next accountability group together for the 21-day fix, and I was wondering if you were interested in joining. It's not just for weight loss, because she's super skinny already. It's not just for weight loss, but great for toning and just overall health. I feel so much better and have so much more energy even when I'm working out I feel so much better and have so much more energy when I'm working out regularly and eating healthy. It's 30-minute workouts a day for 21 days and comes with a fab nutrition plan and 1 meal a day. I have a group going on now that I can plug you into to see how it works. Would you like to check it out? P.S. Did you guys have a nice New Year? We passed out by 10 p.m. Disney is exhausting. Oh, and how is the business? I'm super slow right now. So again, I'm always adding those. I'm always adding a PS or something else in there that I can kind of grab them by. And there's 2 reasons for this. This gives them the opportunity to just not answer about the 21-day fix or whatever group you have going on, because not everybody wants to do it, and some people are uncomfortable saying no. And it gives them the opportunity to respond to the question or the other statement that I made to them, and respond to the offer for the accountability group. So it kind of gives them a little bit of an out, I think. I guess I would say. Before I move on to the coaching opportunity, does anybody have a question about how I do regular invites? Melissa Sacco?
I'm wondering why you unsend your friend request.
I was told that we were only allowed to have so many friend requests out through Facebook at one time, and I did notice when I first started coaching, I sent like this mass amount of invites, and Facebook wouldn't let me add any more friends. So I don't know where I heard it from. I feel like I heard that from Sarah Molnar.
I know you can only have 5,000 friends.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't know a limit on friend requests. It could be. There's so many rules to Facebook. I'm not the master.
And I can't tell you where I heard that from, but I do remember hearing it when I first started coaching. Maybe touch base since you talk to Sarah more often. When you talk to her next, maybe just touch base with her because I feel like I heard that from her, though I could be completely off.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I just didn't want to hit a spot. If it was true, I didn't want to hit a spot where I had requested my limit of amount of friends.
I run into sometimes where I'll be friending and it's the first time that I'm friending anybody for that day and I'll get a flag that says, "Do you know this person on Facebook?"
Yeah,
Facebook has and I think that's a security setting on that person's account.
maybe.
Like it must be because it's happened to me where it's the first person I've attempted in 3 days and then I skip that person, go to the next one and it's fine. So don't, just if anybody's having that issue. But
All right. Yeah, I have no idea where I heard it from. Honestly, it would be nice if I didn't have to remember who I friend requested to go back and unfriend request because it's more work, and who needs more work?
yeah, I've never done that. And for
If you
brand
had,
new coaches like Adrian, we want to grow our market based on our like page, but also just our social media market. So the goal is to not only invite, but to build your market by just friend requesting, so that more people see your personal page. So every day, the goal is to kind of grow your audience by say 3 new
three people.
people. Even if you're not personally inviting them, you're still continuing to grow your audience. So okay, that's all.
Anybody else? That was a good one. Nobody else? All right. So I'm going to just really quick talk about the coaching opportunity. And then what I wanted to do is go through like one or two examples of how to invite. Because I know you guys have different ways of inviting, and I have different ways of inviting kind of based on the situation. But basically, I explained the way that I invite the most regularly. But I thought it might be interesting to go through kind of a run through and have one of you guys ask me how I invite, or talk to me. Looks like all right. We have 10 minutes. Talk to me about have me invite you, and you guys we can create a conversation about that. But first, since we only have 10 minutes left, I feel like I'm on the clock now. I want to quickly talk about the coaching opportunity. I had somebody ask me the other day, one of my coaches asked me the other day, how do you approach the coaching opportunity? And to be quite honest, it's a completely different technique for each person. It's totally based on the conversation that I've been having with them. Some people I just go up to, not even we've not even had a conversation, and I will send them a message and say, you should be a Beachbody coach. Don't One of the guys that I sent it to, because he really should be a Beachbody coach, I said to him, John, you should be a Beachbody coach. You post like a coach. You're funny to watch. I enjoy your posts, but don't let it go to your head. And I sent a smiley face, and we actually had a really good conversation about it, and he said he was considering it, but it just wasn't the right time for him, and he didn't think anybody would follow him. I'm like, are you kidding? You get so much traffic through your posts. I think a lot of people would follow you and be interested. But it's completely based on the conversation. I know. I think I see two of my coaches on right now, two of my PS coaches on right now, and I know I approached the coaching situation completely different with both of them, because I knew from the bat, right from the bat, that one of them would be an absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing coach. I just needed to kind of not convince her, but I had to show her that she would be an amazing coach too. And she was a little bit hesitant to start, and she's done phenomenal. My other coach, she didn't, well, neither of them wanted to work out from home, but the other one just wanted Shakeology and didn't want to have anything to do with anything else. And it's a matter of talking to these people and explaining to them, just try it. It's great for you. It's going to keep you accountable. And what better way to live your life than to help people live a better life? And then now, with my income being as high as it is, I'm throwing my income in there too. I mean, my income is not Melissa Sacco's income, but I've only been doing it for, I think this is my 5th month. I finished my 5th month coaching, and I'm telling everybody, my income is increasing significantly by the month. And I know you said that you were having a hard time with money and that money was an issue. Anytime anybody is telling me no because of money issues, I'm offering them the coaching opportunity. That's a great window into the coaching opportunity. No, you know what? Money's really tight right now. And then I say, I totally understand. I put doing this off for 7 years because money was tight. The coaching opportunity was brought to me, and now I'm making, last month I made $1,400 last month coaching, and paid for my Shakeology, paid for my husband's Shakeology, and all my workouts were paid for. And plus I get extra money. So it's a great opportunity to kind of build your income, but you have to remember you get out of it what you put into it. So if you want to be really successful in it, you have to put time and you have to put effort and you have to put energy into it. This is not something where I'm just handing you a check for $1,000 a month. You have to work for it. But you'll find, if you're anything like me and my coaches, the more you do it, the more you'll love it and the more you'll want more. And I think that when you guys are having these conversations with people, you really want to offer them the coaching opportunity because you want to have more coaches under you, but at the same time you're nervous to offer them these opportunities. But what I would say to you is try to find a way to get these invitations to them in an organic way rather than a forced way. If you feel like you have to force the coaching opportunity, then maybe you need to be talking to these people a little bit more, getting to know them a little bit more, and really connecting with these people a little bit more before you're offering them the coaching opportunity, because nobody wants something thrown to them out of the blue, especially when it comes to MLM stuff, because everybody's concerned about this whole pyramid scheme thing, and nobody wants to be part of a pyramid scheme, and people don't know what Beachbody is. So just let them come organically, and I think that you'll find that you get a lot more purchase with these people when you talk to them organically and you actually get to know them. I mean, I know my coaches. None of my coaches that I actually signed that are working the business, I didn't know well before they started. I have one coach in particular that she's a girlfriend of one of my coworkers that I know really well, but she's kind of the furthest removed of everybody that I know. Everybody else I have a really good relationship with, and I've known these people and I have some kind of a connection with these people. So create these connections with people, and I think that you'll find that the opportunity just kind of presents itself. So does anybody have any questions on the coaching opportunity? We have 4 minutes, so I'd like to get one invitation in if we can. No? All right. Anybody want to volunteer to be the person that I invite? Don't jump all at once. Oh, come on,
I
guys.
vote for Janine because she looks terrified.
All right, Janine, where are you? Wave. Oh, there you are. Okay. Sorry, I have to find you. Unmute yourself. So am I talking to you as a cold market or a warm market?
I'll be a cold market.
You'll be a cold market. Okay. So give me a scenario.
She liked your page.
Yeah. or I'm a free lead that you got.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I'm a free lead.
That's a great idea. I didn't even touch upon those. Okay, so for free leads, I'm down to 3.5 minutes. So for free leads, I'm going to call beachbody.com and I'm going to find out what you ordered. So what did you order?
Just like, what is it when you just see Team Beachbody?
Okay, so that's when you just get a club membership. Typically, that means that you have most likely ordered something from beachbody.com. So make sure you're calling Coach Relations to find out if they ordered something from beachbody.com. Let's say you ordered size from beachbody.com. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, let me see. I have a whole script written for this one. Then I copy and paste. How about that? Okay.
Love it.
Hi, Janine. My name is Tiffany, and I'm your coach that came with your purchase of size. I wanted to introduce myself and say hello. I started Beachbody about 7 years ago with P90X. That turned into TurboFire. That turned into PiYo. I failed miserably at all of them. Then I found the 21-day fix in Shakeology in this past June, and a coach. And in less than 4 months, I lost 20 pounds, and I found myself. My energy increased, stomach aches disappeared, and migraines went poof. I liked how I felt after 1 month so much that I decided to coach. So here I am today, still going strong and helping people like you succeed and reach their goals. I would love to hear what your goals are and what prompted you to purchase size. Last thing you want to do is have it collect dust. You purchased it for a reason, so why not let me help you achieve your goal? I run monthly accountability groups to help people stay on track and would love to talk to you about them. And I would love to talk to you about them and have you consider joining one. Would that interest you? I look forward to hearing from you and helping you reach your health and fitness goals in 2016. And sign my name. How's that?
Hi, Tiffany. Thanks for reaching out to me. As it so happens, I just purchased the size program to start working out some more at home. I'm having trouble working in my gym membership and making it to the gym, but I've got this. I don't really need a challenge group. I don't need the accountability. I know I can do this on my own. Thanks again for reaching out, Janine.
No problem, Janine. I completely understand. I didn't think I needed help from the beginning either. And you know what? Not everybody needs help. But I do want to let you know I'm here if you need anything. And then I'd probably play with it a little bit more. And I usually touch base with people at least once a month. So I would find another way to touch base and say, hey, how are things going? Why don't you come and check out my group? I do try to Facebook friend everybody. I know I'm talking fast. It's because we're going to get cut off.
At that point, Tiffany, a good thing that I find is if they say no to the group, say, are you on Facebook? Because I have a like page that you can follow that's not so in your face, but is there as a great tool. And that way, if you do need anything, my groups are always posted there. So direct them somehow to your Facebook or whatever. If you're working Instagram or whatever, like I'm starting to try and figure that out, but my tip there.
I like it. Lynette, do you have a question? Hurry up because we have less than a minute. Unmute yourself. No? She's just dancing.
She's just saying goodbye.
Okay. All right, guys. If you have any other questions, go ahead and post them in Catalyst or Intentionally Inspired, whichever page you're on. And
I'm going to tag everybody.
Huh?
I'm going to tag everybody.
Oh, yeah. Tag everybody. Good. All right. Check Melissa's post. You guys have a great night. It's been